Welcome to La Boca, one of the most famous places in the whole of Buenos Aires. Colourful buildings, flare JPEGs, home of Boca Juniors, Maradona, and of course, a little bit of the old South. So we're going to be trying some Argentinian food, getting some vino blanco in the old bones, and showing you the best place to get some JPEGs. Questions in the comments, hit the subscribe button. Still en route to 3K subs. Let's get cooking, baby. It's always good to get a little bit of culture, a little bit of history in the old bones before we delve into some beer, some vino blanco, and of course a little bit about the old football. So the port town itself was founded back in 1536 by a good friend, Mr. Pedro Mendoza. I'm going to walk around like the main tourist bit here. I think it's a super safe place. I've got my camera in my hand and my phone in my hand. If anyone's been to Medellin in Colombia, and there's a place called Comuna 13 there, it's very much similar to that. The lady was saying, no, this is like a super touristy spot, super safe. Like there's an incredible amount of police knocking about. I've had multiple people come and ask me, am I a TikToker? So they've obviously seen a couple of the old moves on the old dance floor, but La Boca literally means mouth, aka mouth of the old river. And as I said, dating back to 1536 as a little port town. They were saying during like the immigration, obviously mass immigration of Italians, 42% of immigration came from Italy, mainly in the north of Italy, and they were stationed here, or I guess came here to start with. The living conditions sound absolutely outrageous. So people would rent half of a bed in a room of like 10, 12 beds, and then each like room would have like 10, 20 beds, and then you'd have one bathroom between all those. So for me and my bladder, that would be absolutely less than ideal. 37% of immigration came from Spain, and then they were saying now in 60% of the entire population are descendants of immigrants. So yeah, the things you love to see. And they say more recently they're taking people in from north of South America and Central America as well. So just welcoming people, which is something we've definitely realised during our time here. A little bit more Argentina. I actually found this out as well, meaning in Latin, I don't think it's exactly Argentina, it's a very similar word, meaning silver, like land of silver and gold, and that's what the old Spanish came to conquer. Quite interesting as well. They were saying mainly in this area as when the Italian immigrants came over, it was like 13 men to every one woman that came. So when they were saying like the birth of tango came from mainly African immigrants, but they were quickly like pushed out, to be honest, and that's why they went a lot to Uruguay, Montevideo. But the music, the culture stayed, and she was saying it's quite a unique tango experience because in the early days it was men dancing with men. So if that's a little bit about you, you could enjoy a little bit of tango. We might be going to a show in a couple of days. As I say, there's a crazy amount of police. The buildings here are absolutely beautiful. Like this is a proper Instagram spot. So if you're in the market for some JPEGs, some photos, a little bit of YouTube content, aka Exhibit A over here, this is a great spot for that. A great buzz about the place as well. There's loads of little bars, souvenir shops. If you want to buy a football shirt, unbelievable. They actually have an official La Boca shop, but they also have like loads of knockoff ones, so you can either pay 80 quid for a real one or like a tenner for a fake one, and they're good fakes as well from what I've seen. Even the King has picked up a little Argentina shirt, and if you are into a bit of the old tango, milanga are the bars you want to look out for when you're searching. But yeah, a little bit about the history, the culture. That was a little 2-hour walking tour. We're enjoying the walking tours. We've got another 2 booked this week. We're doing a Nazi one tomorrow, and then we're doing one of La Caleta Cemetery later in the week, something along that. I mispronounced the English words, never mind the words that are in a different language. But yeah, all the tours are pretty standard. They're free walking tours, you tip $10, and yeah, very, very insightful. But for me, this is a place where I would say you don't need to do a tour. Like when you walk around the city centre, you need it to understand the building stuff. Here, I think you can take in the environment, enjoy it a lot more, because yeah, crazy amount of buzz. But yeah, a little bit of football, a little bit of beer action, a little bit of food action coming right up, yeah, baby. you can learn about the history, the culture, where to get some flair JPEGs. But what is life all about? It's of course about football, and we're at the home, the birthplace of Boca Juniors. Pretty interesting info we got from the lady. So River Plate were founded, both clubs were founded by Italian gentlemen, actually, like young lads, about 17 for River Plate, founded in 1901, and then Boca Juniors was founded in 1905 by some 15-year-olds, hence why they went for juniors and not just the normal name. Insane stadium and insane colours. So obviously River Plate, obviously red and white, coming from the North Genoa region of Italy, and then Boca Juniors were like, we're not having any colours the same, we're going completely against them, and then basically went to the lighthouse in the centre of town, and they were like, whatever is the first ship that comes past, we're going to take those colours and whack them on the journey. And guess what? It was a ship from the European region. Guess what country it was from? I'll give you a couple seconds. It was, of course, from Sweden. So they took the yellow, they took the blue, and then that was obviously their colours, and obviously had a huge rivalry after that. Rumour on the circuit, and apparently no River Plate fans want to own up to this, but apparently they played a match to who can stay in this area, because they were both from the same area originally, and the boys at Boca, of course, won. Taking my allegiances, do you know what I mean? It's blue versus red, City versus United. I'm going to have to be a Boca boy going forward. And I thought this was probably the most flair part. They call their ultras La Dosa, aka the 12th man. So similar to City, insane atmosphere. And when they built it, it's super steep. It's as high as 9-storey building. And the foundations, because it's literally built vertical, apparently next to the pitch. It's just an insane atmosphere, insane vibrations that are running through the old bones. We're in the market to get some tickets for later this week, so if you're watching this, there might already be a video recorded and coming live on the channel, firing it up. But I'm pretty sure me and the King have earned a little beer worry. Up the 12th man, baby.
Culture, a lot of art. We're going just to right to the corner with.
Next up, we are trying a choripan. And there's quite a few in the area, but we've gone for the one that's supposedly the best in the area. You've got the guy cooking them up over there. Got all sorts on here. We've got a bit of chorizo, so it's a sausage. I think you can choose between a normal sausage and chorizo. I've gone for the normal one. Got a bit of chorizo, salsa, freshly made bread. So let's give it a go.
Already had a big bite.
That is really nice. They say that it's really popular here because everyone goes to the football. Obviously no one's having a big slice of pizza around here, so this is what everyone wants before going to watch the football, and I can confirm that is definitely what I'd be ordering. It is good.
Football girl, football sandwich.
I like it.
Culture, digesting, going straight into the bones. We're just walking, sauntering through the streets, artwork left, right and centre. There's some really cool pieces, some little 3D numbers. Obviously not much of an artist myself, but you know, we can enjoy a little bit. As we're walking, perusing, we see a little terrace up in the distance, sipping on a few of the old cocktails. So we're in Terraza Parazia. Of course, we'll overlay the names now. From the outset, it just looks like a little roof terrace. We've just walked through probably the biggest restaurant I've seen in the whole of Argentina. Different rooms for different needs, different vibes flowing throughout. All meat on the grill looks sensational. I've not tried one of these yet. Obviously, we went to Mendoza first, and you know, I'm always on the beer waris. However, when in Rome, when in Mendoza, we have to be on the old wines. So we've not tried. This is what I'm seeing everywhere, left, right and centre. Litre bottles, no draft. So it's either 330 or a litre, so you know, we're not on a hen do over here. Give this a little bit of life. And then pretty loose. Normally they give you like a big like ice bucket as if you've got a bottle of wine. So I've just got ice to put in there. Come on, we're better than that. One sip of the schooner, see the score. Ooh, good flavours, good notes. It is a powerful bit of kit. There's a serious kick to it, serious fizz to it. My eyes are slightly watering behind the glasses, but for me, that says it's a good lager. It's got some life in the old boy. You know what? Out of 10. Be coming back for a few more. Emma's, of course, ordered the Euro Boy drink. Wish I got an Aperol Spritz. For me, the ratio of Aperol to Spritz is banging out here. I think like it's such good value. Em, I've just realised, you know why? Oh, the Italians over here. I'm an idiot. The plot's already been lost. That's banging. Serious amounts of Aperol. So if you do like it a little bit more Prosecco orientated, aka like the King, you need to let them know before you order. But yeah, for me, Guilhermes, out of 10. Plays ball, 30 degrees, early January. It's just the things you absolutely love to see, baby. Cheers now. Oh, baby. Sun setting in the distance, golden hour dropping out the sky. The King is looking at me. Maybe I'm a little bit too loud because a couple of reasons. There's no birwaris, no glass, no vino blanco allowed on the roof. What have we done? Just under the radar. Yeah, basically, you can't bring anything. So what have we done? We bought a little plastic water bottle and we've decanted wine by the bottle. First one done, second one about to get in the bones very shortly. Delicious bit of kit. La Boca Stadium, Maradona, rest of your day, Aperol, how was it?
I had a fab day. I thought it was really interesting. The walking tour, I was a bit apprehensive at first because they have done a few now, but it was good to get some insight. It wasn't really the history of Argentina. It was more like focused on like the history in La Boca. Yeah, so like it was actually really interesting. Which like if you were to turn up, you might go, oh, there's some nice colourful buildings, but actually, if you understand the history behind it, it's even more interesting.
You're a football fan nowadays, then?
I definitely didn't say that.
If it was La Boca or River Plate, who are you going to support?
La Boca.
Why?
Because I like the fact that they won the competition against who got the land.
That is insane knowledge. I thought you were going to go because they're blue and City are blue. That's even better. The King. She doesn't think she's a football girl. She is. But yeah, good place to visit. Would you recommend? Comuna 13.
Yeah, quite similar to, it's just very touristy, but also you're a tourist, you're going to go there, and I recommend it. It's a cool place to go. I liked it.
Yeah, for me, absolute essential bit of kit if you come into Buenos Aires, not Buenos Aires. I need to reprogram the brain to say that, of course, we're La Boca fans because they play in blue. It's like red, it's like blue, it's like City, it's like United. And of course, do you know what I mean? Goats recognise the goats, real recognise real. And yeah, for me, very safe, good bit of kit, good JPEGs, good day out. It does help when it's like 30 degrees in January. Vitamin D going in the bones. It's making life feel a whole lot better. Tomorrow, what's on the plan, Em? Little Nazi tour?
Yeah, we're going on the Nazi tour and we're going to...
Is it Nazi or is it Nazi?
And then we're going to meet up with some one of your friends.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Steak, Nazis, more exploring. Questions in the comments while you're down there. Hit that subscribe button. Still en route to 3K subs. I'll see you tomorrow, baby. Remember, the chef
Is always good.
Let's get it.